Hey everyone, a thought came to mind as I created this YouTube channel and a lot of the information that I want to share, and I thought it would be really good for you guys to understand actually what is FoilLabs and who is FoilLabs. So in brief, I'll keep this short, but it'll give you some sense of confidence in terms of the content that I'm sharing, and I'll leave you to be the judge on whether I'm an expert or not. But the whole point of this particular channel is really growth through sharing, which is actually what Wind4 New Zealand is all about. So who am I? I grew up actually in Hayling Island. I was born in Hayling Island, which is in the UK, a small island between the Isle of Wight and Portsmouth, which actually was a little bit of dialogue about windsurfing in particular. Actually, really one of the growth spots was Hayling Island. And then as a young person, I came out to New Zealand and I found the love of sailing at Torbay Sailing Club, where I learnt to sail flying ants and cherubs. And then from there I moved into sailing and racing larger boats. I guess the thing for me is my passion is being on the water, and my happy place is on the water. And I did a ship, yacht and boat building apprenticeship at Salthouse Boat Builders under the guidance of nationally in New Zealand, particularly John and Bob Salthouse, and the Salthouse Boat Building Yard formed a big part of my initial learning about the marine environment. Mixing with people like Jack Brooks and Ed Eubanks, and also I'm still strongly associated with Curly, Chris Salthouse, Philip Salthouse, and also Greg Salthouse. Great company, good people, and also founders of, or Jack Brooks was the founder, one of the founding members of the Wakateri Boating Club, which is what I belong to now. And the good thing about the Wakateri Boating Club is that it is absolutely full of very accomplished people in the sailing world. And my experience comes from not only my practical involvement in the marine industry and design and making, and having that sort of Kiwi ingenuity drive to look at things and work out how things work and make things better, but also by the people that are associated in the clubs, having access to people like Mike Drummond and Grant Beck and some really top sailors from who bring a wealth of experience and assist me, and sometimes me understanding what I'm trying to do. So that's a short, brief introduction about me and who I am. So my happy place is on the water, and what drives me is the technology and understanding the technology, but also in sharing what we understand and improving and getting better. So some of the things that I've been associated with, if you just come over here, this is my little book, my Bible, and it's a little bit of a history about the sorts of things that I've done. If you come in closer, to give you a sense of, you know, who is Gary Hill. Well, I'm old school. I sketch and design. This is a water bike that I worked on for quite a long time, got it up to a stage of a prototype. That was the initial sketch that I produced while my son was at Kit McGrath maths classes many years ago. So this is really some of the things that I've done and that drive me, to give you some sense of confidence and understanding, well, does Gary know what he's talking about? And it goes right through all different aspects. And I guess I still do things old school. I see things in my head, I visualize things, and I sketch things. I'm not a big user of computer software at the moment. I'd love to have the time to do that, but sometimes I feel that I can achieve quite a lot very quickly by sketching and drawing. So these are some of the things that I've done, even from when we started to look at race boarding. So we went to, I was part of a 6-person team from New Zealand that went to the World Championships in Australia, I think in 2016. And some of the ways in which I work out centre of efforts, righting moments, wetted surface, and so on. And then we got into foiling. And so lots of my research and understanding initially came from online reading, looking at pictures, understanding sail designs, and continuously these are the sorts of things that fascinate me. This is a cross section of a wing that I found, which similarities, really interesting. Lots of good information available on the internet to help us understand what's going on. And these are some of the initial designs with wind foiling gear. Some of my early sketches, brief sketches, calculations, foil shapes, working with foil shapes. So it's all interesting stuff. Some of the work that I've been working on just recently, quite often we have masts. This one is a Mark 1 starboard mast, and it's gone through such a lot of racing that the foot has fallen off. So I can repair these foot. I can also, this is an F4 mast, this is a really nice mast, actually super light and super stiff, and I modified it to suit the starboard fuselage. So that's one of the things that I've worked on. Other things that I've worked on is producing my own tooling. I've actually, some of you may know what that is. That's a starboard tuttle box cassette, and I've repaired and replaced a number of these in some of the early boards to give some of the older boards new life, to turn your old formula boards into foil boards. So replacing tuttle boxes, things like that, I've done. And just recently, this is an interesting project. I'll just grab this behind you. So this is another product, a Phantom product, a good product. This one had the unfortunate accident of hitting a sandbank and consequently damaged the top of the tuttle, but I'm just having a go with investigating whether or not I can actually fix this and make this right again. I don't know. I'll have to test it because, as we all know, there's a lot of pressure in here. So these are just some of the things that that I've worked with. So FoilLabs, the FoilLabs channel exists as a way of me and other people hopefully sharing what we know about foiling. I hope you enjoy some of the videos that we'll be placing. And hopefully it gives you some sense of confidence in terms of who I am and what FoilLabs is all about. Thanks.